Oh, friend, and happy Monday. This week, I am answering a question that continually comes up for the organizers in my Organizers Academy coaching program. When should I grow my team? I've been running Grit and Glam for 3 years now. And during that time, I've hired 6 women for my in-person organizing team and 4 women to help run our online programs. And of course, I have a lawyer and an accountant and a good bookkeeper on retainer, and I strategically leverage a copywriter and photographer. And in my experience, there are 4 key signs that let you know when it's time to grow your team. And I want to share those with you today. The first sign is hire someone if you're getting burnt out. Running a small business is so much harder than most people realize, and it's important that we don't get burnt out or it's not sustainable. Sometimes it's worth making a little less profit to be able to do this for the long haul. The best part about being in charge is that you get to choose what you want to do and what you don't want to do. So look for an assistant that can handle all the things you don't want to do. Once you onboard them and get them up to speed and have someone you trust by your side that you can offload some of these tasks onto that you just simply don't want to do and are making you feel burnt out, it will feel so amazing. The second reason you need to grow your team is if you are turning down work. If you're either losing clients because they don't want to wait for your next available appointment, or you're actually turning down clients altogether, that is a good sign to you that it's time to expand your team. Now, bringing on a new person won't necessarily pay for itself initially. So you do have to do the calculations to be sure that it's increasing your profits in the long term. Sometimes having a smaller team and fewer clients can actually be more profitable than having a bigger team with more employees and more clients. So it really is worth taking the time to do the calculations, both in terms of mathematics, what are your profits going to be, but what type of business do you want to run? What lights you up more? If running a big business, even if your profit is the same as a small one, seems more exciting to you, then go for it. But if you feel most comfortable and most happy running a small team, then go with that. It's really up to you. Now, keep this rule of thumb in mind. You should be charging your clients at least double what you are paying each assistant, or really actually 2.5 times, because you have to factor in taxes and other expenses that come along with having team members. And of course, you want it to be worth your while. And so it should increase your profit even just marginally. Third, you're ready to expand your team if you're spending time doing things that someone else could easily take over. Our biggest asset as CEOs, really our biggest asset as human beings, is our time. And when we have to spend time on tasks that we could outsource, it's taking our attention away from other areas that could generate revenue. Ultimately, you need to calculate what your time is worth to you. If these smaller projects could easily be delegated to someone else, then delegate them. And the thing you have to keep in mind is, yes, you might do it better if you kept it on your plate. But by doing these tasks that you could easily outsource, it's taking your time away from doing the things that could move the needle. Now, if you're watching this and you're not a business owner, this is true in your personal life too. Are there things that you could outsource so that you can make the rest of your time more productive? That might be getting household help. That might be investing in a meal delivery kit. But these business principles are also true of our lives as well. The fourth reason to grow your team, and this one's actually my favorite, is because you lack expertise. As your business expands, it's important to bring in experts to not only be sure that you're covering your bases, but to make sure that your company can expand and grow. Your company is only as great as your greatest skill set. So I have added team members on both the organizing side and the business side that have skill sets and strengths that don't overlap with mine. The only way to grow and scale is to expand your company's skill set. Now, yes, it is good business practice to have some redundancies in your business. And what I mean by that is having some overlapping skill sets so that if someone's out or you just need a separate an extra set of eyes on something, you have that built-in support network and redundancy. But truly expanding your skill set will make the biggest impact on your business. Now, at Grit and Glam, we invest a lot in our business, both financially, but also in terms that we're making sure that we continue to learn and grow. And sometimes that looks like a team member taking a course to learn a new tactical skill set. And sometimes that means bringing in a new team member on board. I find this to be one of the most exciting parts of entrepreneurship is not only growing our own skill set, but surrounding ourselves by team members that know things that we just don't know. I find it so inspiring. And I'm going to leave you with a bonus reason to hire, and that is to have someone by your side. If you can gather people around you who care just as much about your business as you do, and who bring their own wisdom and expertise to the table every single day, your business and your life will be so much better for it because we really do go further together. I hope these tips were helpful. And once a month, you will find me coming on here giving business tips. The rest of the month, I will be sharing all my organizing and life hacks. But I also know that business tips not only apply to running a small business, but they can be applicable to those of you who work in a bigger corporation or those of you who are running your homes. Really, these skill sets and tips are transferable no matter where you are in your life. So I hope you found these helpful. If you have any questions for me about growing your team, please let me know in the comments below, and I hope you have a great week.